Hello everyone, welcome to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about the molecular asymmetry and chirality of the molecule. In our last video we have discussed about the introduction part of stereochemistry. There we have discussed about ordinary light, plane polarized light and optically active molecules, optically inactive molecules, what are dextrorotatory compounds, what are levorotatory compounds, and finally we have discussed about the chiral centers of a molecule. Clear? Today we are going to discuss about chirality. Chiral centers and chirality both are different. There is no relationship between these two. The presence or absence of chiral centers is not any criteria to be a molecule optically active. We have some molecules with chiral centers but they are optically inactive. We have some molecules optically active but they do not have any chiral centers. Clear? But one condition is there. If a molecule has one chiral center, it must be optically active. If more than one chiral centers are there, it may or may not be optically active. Presence or absence of chiral centers not any criteria to be a molecule optically active. Clear? But one condition is there. What is the condition? If a molecule has one chiral center, if a molecule has one chiral center, it must be optically active. Clear? If a molecule has more than one chiral centers, it may or may not be optically active. Today topic we are going to discuss chirality. What is chirality? Before start this chirality, we have discussed one important point, that is in 1848 Louis Pasteur observed that some crystalline solids like sodium ammonium tartrate exist in two forms. For example, this is sodium ammonium tartrate. Sodium ammonium tartrate crystalline solid. Okay, this is a crystalline solid. It exists in two forms which are mirror images to each other. For example, one is just like P, another one is a mirror image of P. Okay, it exists two forms. Both are sodium ammonium tartrate. Sodium ammonium tartrate. Both are same compounds, but they are existing two forms. Okay, after this observation, many experiments done in stereochemistry and it leads to modern stereochemistry. And he made a solution of two forms. For example, this is a P and this is a reverse P. Okay, this is object, this is a image. Both are two forms are there. These two forms are separated from this mixture. This is a crystalline solid P and reverse P like this, and reverse P also. This is the crystalline solid of sodium ammonium tartrate. Is separated the P like this, separate, and another one reverse P separated from this mixture. Now this crystalline solid, it contains two forms. Okay, it separated the two forms. This is for example A form, this is B form. Okay, this is object form or this is image form. Both are separated by Louis Pasteur, and it made an aqueous solution of this. Aqueous solution of both the forms. Clear? Both the forms are there and they are dissolved in the water. Now we get here aqueous solution of sodium ammonium tartrate of object, sodium ammonium tartrate of image. When PPL passed through this solution, one is rotating the plane of polarized light right side and one is rotating left side. What is this? PPL, plane polarized light. PPL, plane polarized light passed into the aqueous solution of sodium ammonium tartrate. Both are sodium ammonium tartrate solutions. Both are belongs to same chemical formula. Clear? Both are having same chemical formula, but they are exist in two forms. One is the object and another is image. Both are separated from this mixture. Now this is the crystalline solid of sodium ammonium tartrate. From this mixture, Louis Pasteur separated the object form and image form. Both are separated and made a solution, aqueous solution. Aqueous solution of A form, aqueous solution of B form, aqueous solution of object form, aqueous solution of image form. And the PPL passed into the PPL sent into the aqueous solution. Then what happened? The plane polarized light is turns left side here. Okay. Now this aqueous solution rotate the plane of the polarized left side. What about this aqueous solution of sodium ammonium tartrate? It rotates the plane of the polarized right side. Okay, the magnitude of the rotation is same. Magnitude of rotation, theta 1 angle, this is a theta 2 angle, both are same. The magnitude of rotation of plane polarized light is same. Means theta 1 is equal to theta 2. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2. The magnitude is same. What's the difference, sir? The direction of the rotation of the plane polarized light is different. Clear? It is rotating, left side is rotating, right side. Is the left side rotating? It's the right side rotating. Okay? The left side rotating molecules are called levorotatory. Levorotatory or L forms. And this right side rotating, the plane of the polarized light is rotating, right side, so it is called dextrorotatory. D form. Already we have discussed this. When plane polarized light are passed into the organic solutions, for example, it is rotating clockwise, dextrorotatory, anti-clockwise, levorotatory. Okay, levorotatory means L form, dextrorotatory means D form. Here, the aqueous solution of sodium ammonium tartrate separated. Images are there. Both are, it exists in two forms. It is separated by Louis Pasteur. Two forms are there. Two forms made aqueous solution and white light. Plane polarized light passed into that aqueous solution. One is rotating clockwise and the rotating anti-clockwise. The rotation, the magnitude of that angle is same, but the direction of that rotation of plane of polarized light is different, opposite in direction. One is the right side and one is the left side. Clear? The structure of sodium ammonium tartrate. OH. Okay, this is a sodium ammonium tartrate. Now mirror image for this. ONA plus ONH4 plus. Okay, this is the object, this is a image. Both are mirror images to each other. Now this is the sodium ammonium tartrate. Now this is total crystalline solid of sodium ammonium tartrate. Both are separated. Okay, they exist in two forms, object and image. Two forms are there. Now two forms are separated and made an aqueous solution, and in that aqueous solution, plane polarized light passed into that solution. When it is entered into the aqueous solution of sodium ammonium tartrate, it rotate left side, another rotate right side. The magnitude of rotation of plane polarized light is same, but in opposite in direction. Opposite in direction. So it is 74 Van 't Hoff and Seligel both are independently pointed out 4 valencies of carbon atom. The tetravalency of the carbon atom, if it is satisfied by 4 different groups, then it is called chiral molecule. Understand? objects or molecule which are non-superimposable mirror images are called chiral molecule. Best example or common example of chiral molecule is hand, human hand. When this left hand hold in front of a mirror, the image look like a right hand, and the left hand is cannot superimposable on its mirror image. So hand is a chiral molecule. What I am saying here, for example, this is the left hand, this is an object, and whatever this image, right hand. When this object keep over the image, they are not superimposable each other. So hand is a good example of chirality. Okay, it is a good object of chirality. So what I am saying here, a molecule which are superimposable on its mirror image, achiral. Not chiral, we have to say that is achiral. Object are molecules which are non-superimposable mirror images, they are called chiral molecules. Molecules which are non-superimposable mirror images are called chiral molecules. Next one, molecules which are superimposable mirror images are called achiral molecule. Chiral molecule and achiral molecule. Chiral molecule means non-superimposable mirror image, just like hand. Achiral molecule means superimposable on its mirror image, they are called achiral molecule. Let's take an example. Isopropyl alcohol. In isopropyl alcohol, the internal carbon having two methyl groups and OH group and hydrogen atom. So it is not a chiral center. OH, H, CH3 and CH3. These two are lies on the plane, and this is above the plane, and this is inside the plane is there. Okay. Now for this mirror image, this is achiral. There is no chiral center because two similar groups are there. CH3 similar groups are there on this carbon, so it is not a chiral molecule. Now mirror image for this. CH3 and CH3. This is a image of this object. This is, for example, object. This is a image. To check the superimposability of a molecule, rotate this image 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Then we will get one structure. If this structure is superimposable on it, that is a achiral molecule. If it is not superimposable, means it is a chiral molecule. For example, these two are like this. Now this is a OH group, hydroxyl group, this is a hydrogen atom. This hydrogen atom, this is a OH group, and these two are CH3 groups. One is above the plane, CH3 group, this is a above the plane, and this is a below the plane. Clear? Observe carefully. Okay. Right now. Now this is a hydrogen atom. This is a OH group. OH group is the hydroxyl group. Clear? This is the OH group. Whatever is front one. Clear? Now it's visible. Okay. See here. Okay, like this. Okay, very nice. This is a hydrogen atom. What about this? OH group, hydroxyl group. And this CH3 group, above the plane is there, and this CH3 group inside the plane is there. Inside the board is there.
This above the board, and these two are lies on the board, hydrogen atom and OH group both are lies on the board, and this CH3 group above the plane, and this CH3 group is inside the plane, inside the board, this above the board. Okay, now it is rotating 180 degrees. Okay, now it is CH3 is the right side is there, front side above the plane is there. I'm rotating like this. Now it is the how much? 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees. Now OH group is coming right side. OH group is coming right side. This is a hydrogen atom. Again I am rotating 90 degrees. After rotating 90 degrees, then what happens here? H and OH is there, and the CH3 which is coming outside, and then CH3 is coming inside. Okay, which is present on the dash bond comes on wedge bond, and which is present on the wedge bond comes into the dash bond. Clear? Observe carefully once again. Now this is a OH group and this is hydrogen atom. This is CH3 present on wedge bond. Wedge bond means above the plane. What about this? Inside the plane, below the, inside the board. Clear? Understand? Now this hydrogen OH group, I am rotating 90 degree angle. Then what happens here? Now OH group is above the plane, hydrogen is like this is there, above the on the plane is there. These are hydrogen atom and OH group, both are lies on the plane. Now it is a CH3 and this CH3. When I am rotating like this, now OH group coming right side, hydrogen atom is present on this. Now this CH3 which is present on the wedge bond is enter into the dash bond, and which is present in the dash bond is coming outside the plane. Which is coming outside the plane, that is on the dash bond. Understand? Clear? See once again. Now this is the structure of this image. Hydrogen atom and OH group. Hydrogen atom this is and this OH group like this is there, and this CH3 present on the above the plane, and this is inside the plane is there. This pen, this marker is inside is there. So dash bond, this is the wedge bond. Clear? When I am rotating 90 degree angle, then what happened? Now this CH3 group and this CH3 group is there, and this OH group, this hydrogen S is there. 90 degree. What I am saying? 180 degrees means again I am rotating like this. Then what happens here? When I am rotating like this, now OH group is coming right side, hydrogen is coming above, both are lies on the plane. Then now this is initially present above the plane, on the board is there. So what happened after rotating 180 degrees? It is comes inside, means on dash bond. It comes on dash bond. Now initially it is present on the dash bond inside the board. It comes outside. Clear? Like this. COH, H, CH3 and CH3. Now this is exactly lies on the actual molecule. So this is a superimposable. What about this? This molecule is superimposable on it. Means it is a achiral molecule. What is it? A achiral molecule. Let's take another example. CH3, CHOH, C2H5. What is it? Butane 2-ol. Butane 2-ol or 2-butanol. In 2-butanol, the structure hydrogen and OH both are lies on the same plane, and the C2H5 is above the plane, and CH3 inside the plane is there. Now this object image, see single bond H. This is CH3 inside the plane. What about is above the plane? C2H5 is above the plane is there. So this is the structure. Now to check the superimposability of this molecule, rotate it 180 angle. Clear? Now similarly, now this carbon atom having like this hydrogen, this is the hydrogen atom. So this is I will take this black one. Black one is the hydrogen atom. What is it? A hydrogen atom. And what about this OH group? Okay, OH group is there. Both are lies on the same plane. And C2H5 ethyl group is above the plane. And what about this? Understand? Clear? Now this is the hydrogen. This is OH group. This is OH group. Both are lies on the board. Both are lies on the board. Both are lies on the plane. Now this is above the plane. What is above the plane? C2H5 ethyl group. This is ethyl group. What is it? Ethyl group. And what about this methyl group? Inside the plane is there. Inside the plane. Now this is the plane. This is the plane. This is above the plane. This is below the plane. Both are lies on the plane. Hydrogen atom and OH group is there. Clear? I am rotating 90 degrees. Total 180 degrees we have to rotate. Instead of rotating 90 degrees. Okay. This is a 90 degrees. In 90 degrees, what happens here? OH group is coming front and H is above is there. I am rotating again 90 degrees. 90 degrees I am rotating. What about red one? OH group. OH group initially left side there, now here right side coming. And this hydrogen same, it lies on the plane. Now what about this? This is a C2H5. C2H5. C2H5 initially on the wedge bond is there. Above the plane is there. Now it is inside the plane. Below the plane is there. Now CH3 initially it is present inside the plane. When it is rotating 180 degrees, it comes outside. Means above the plane is there. Above the plane. Understand? Check once again. Now this is the structure of butane 2-ol. Hydrogen atom and OH group both are lies on the plane. Hydrogen OH both are lies on the plane. What about this C2H5 ethyl group? What is it? Ethyl group. Ethyl group above the plane is there. And what about this methyl group? Inside the plane. This is dash bond. Dash bond inside the board. And wedge bond above the plane. What is it? C2H5. When I am rotating 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. Again I am rotating. How much this is a 180. Sorry, 90 plus 90. 180 degrees. When I am rotating 180 degrees, what happened here? Hydrogen and OH both are lies on the plane. Initially it is above the plane is there. This C2H5 above the plane is there. When it is rotating 180 degrees, it comes inside the board. Means on dash bond. What about this? Wedge bond above the plane is there. Clear? Understand? Take a look once again. What about this hydrogen atom? This is a OH group. Hydrogen atom and OH group. Hydroxyl group. What about this? This is a C2H5 above the plane is there. Above the plane. What about this? CH3 inside the plane. On dash bond is there. I am rotating like this 90. Again I am rotating. Now the C2H5 which is present on above the plane is went into inside the plane. Now inside the plane dash bond, it's become dash bond. What about this wedge bond? On wedge bond which one is there? CS group. Okay, it comes outside means it is which one? Dash bond. On dash bond which group is there? CH3. Clear? These two are lies on the plane. Okay, now the structure is C single bond OH single bond H. Both are lies on the plane. Next up, now CH3 comes on above the plane. CH3 comes on above the plane, and the C2H5 went inside. That is a dash bond. Means it is non-superimposable on it. When this molecule remove from this surface and keep it as it is on this molecule, then what happened? OH hydrogen both are superimposable. What about wedge bond? C2H5 is there. What about wedge bond? CH3 is there. Methyl group is there. On dash bond CH3 group is there. On dash bond which one is there? C2H5. Means they are not matching. Means non-superimposable. That is called non-superimposable. What about here? Here CH3 both are present on the one is present on wedge bond and another one present on dash bond. When it is rotating 180 degrees, this CH3 group which is present on the wedge bond went into the dash bond inside the plane, and which is present inside the plane comes out the plane, above the plane. Now when these molecule remove from the surface and keep it on this molecule, all atoms are group of atoms are matching. Hydrogen OH group is matching, CH3 matching, both are same. So both are superimposable each other. Superimposable means achiral molecule, that is achiral molecule. Propane to ol is achiral molecule. Butane to ol. Now this is a image. In this image, hydrogen and OH both are lies on the same plane. C2H5 above the plane is there and CH3 inside the plane is there. After rotating 180 degrees, the ethyl group which is present on above plane is going inside on dash bond, and which is present on wedge bond comes outside. Now C2H5 is going inside. Now CH3 which is present inside the plane is comes outside. Now this molecule, as it is removed from the surface from the board and keep it on this molecule, then what happened? Hydrogen OH group both are matched up. What about this? On wedge bond, C2H5 is there on wedge bond, which one is there? CH3, both are not matching. What about dash bond? CH3 group is there. What about dash bond? C2H5 is there. Different groups are there. They are not matching means non-superimposable. They are non-superimposable. Mirror images to each other. So this is a chiral molecule. This is a achiral molecule. What is it? Achiral. Why it is achiral? Superimposable mirror images. Achiral is superimposable mirror images. What about it? Chiral molecule. Chiral means non-superimposable mirror images. Non-superimposable mirror images. Understand? Clear?